Welcome, my name is Ron Roeber. I'm a yoga instructor here at Bryan LifePointe. Yoga is defined as union, and by my interpretation, it's the union of the mind and body. So for the next 30 minutes, we're going to do a yoga practice that you can do in your home, a moving meditation for us to relax, to calm, and spend some time being good to ourselves. So we'll start out in a simple seat, legs crossed in front of us. We'll have our head over our heart over our hips, and we'll just start to focus on our breath for a few rounds. So we focus on our breath, and we should do this 3 minutes a day. Actually, we should do it more, but 3 is awesome, 12 is great. Just watch, listening to our breath. Putting everything away, getting it out the door, away. This for the next few minutes. As we begin our moving meditation, we're going to start to match our breath and our movement at the same time. So we're going to take our ear over to the left side, and then we're going to exhale our chin all the way down. And then we inhale. We're going to bring that up to the other side. Exhale all the way down. Inhale. And do another round of them. So on your own, following your breath. Next time you're down with your chin at the bottom, just exhale and release as much of the tension as you can from your neck and your shoulders. And then inhale your head up slowly. We're going to inhale our arms up, and we're going to put them together, and we're going to push our palms together into a half heart pose, pushing up, head over heart over hips, and then exhale our hands to the mat beside us. Inhale, right arm up and over. Exhale, back down. Inhale, up the opposite side. Exhale, down. And then one more. On each side, our breath follows us, or we follow our breath. And then we come to rest with our hands beside us. Inhale, up with our arms, and we're going to fold out over that right knee, touch our hands on the ground. We want to keep both sit bones on the ground, and then find an edge where there's a stretch. And then we're going to walk our hands slowly all the way over. And each time we move our hands, can we find a stretch somewhere else on our back, or hips, or side? And just notice that. And once we've made it all the way over to this side, we'll just hang out for just a couple of rounds of breath. And then we can use our hands and our core to come up and sit ourselves up nice and tall. However, our legs are crossed. We're going to uncross them and put the opposite leg in front. We're going to inhale our arms up again. We're going to do that half heart pose one more time. Pushing up, pushing up, pushing. And then exhale. The left hand comes down to the right knee, and our right arm goes up and back behind us. Posture first, head over our heart, over our hips, and then the twist. And this is a gentle twist because we're just getting started. We're not too rough on ourselves. Just a nice number. Spine, and then exhale. We'll just relax, come to neutral, facing forward. And then we'll take our right hand up, left knee inhale that left arm up, back behind us. Check our posture first, and then we're just going to come over a little bit here. Gentle seated twist. And then exhale, we'll release ourselves to neutral. Inhale, our arms up. Exhale, this time we go over the left knee, and we're going to find an edge, a little stretch, and then slowly walk those hands all the way in an arc over to the other side of our body. Sits bones, really working hard to be on the ground, both of them. And then inhale, up we come into our posture. One more round of breath in our seated posture. And then we're going to come to the top of the mat into a tabletop position. We're going to extend our right leg back, and our left arm is going to go forward. We're just going to stretch, push back on that heel, reach with the hand. Exhale, and return to our tabletop. Inhale, the opposite arm, opposite leg, heel presses and stretches out. Return to tabletop. Now we're going to do a couple rounds of cat-cow. We're going to inhale our head up, our spine is going to dip. And as we exhale, we tuck our chin and we press our vertebrae up into the air, pushing down on our hands, and then inhale that through. Exhale, back. And then a couple more rounds of these on your own. Then we'll find a neutral tabletop. We're going to take the right leg back, and we're going to take it over to the left side, or maybe just off the left part of our mat. And we're going to re-level those hips so everything is in the tabletop except for that right leg. And once we're level, we're going to look around our left shoulder or over that shoulder at that foot. Stretching the hip, maybe the oblique. And then exhale back to neutral. Return to tabletop. The other side, extends. Foot goes off the opposite side of the mat. And we really level those hips. And then we can start to work around that arm. And this place foot. And then we're going to come back to a tabletop. We're going to spread our knees just a little bit. We're going to come into a child's pose. So our hips are going to come back over our heels. And we're going to sink our heart. And the hands can be around the legs, it can be forward. A child's pose is someplace where you can go at any time during your practice, no matter how long it is, to rest, to rejuvenate. And then we're going to come back up to our tabletop position. Tuck our toes, press into our hands, lift our hips into our first downward facing dog. So we're pushing into our hands, our hips are going up and our heels are driving toward the mat. We can pedal our feet this first time because it's our first down dog, and we just get some of those kinks out. And then heart sinks, hips up, heels down toward the mat. They might not reach there. We're going to walk our feet up to the top of the mat to meet our hands. We're going to inhale to a flat back. We're going to exhale and fold deeply. We can bend our knees as much as we like. And we're going to inhale all the way up, reaching up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Hands come to our side. We're going to do a couple rounds of Surya Namaste, Star A. So we're going to do some flows. After this first stretch, we're going to inhale our arms up. We're going to grab our right hand with our left hand, and we're going to pull over, up and over. Then back to neutral. Arms come to our side. And then we're going to go through our flow. You can always go right back to down dog. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold over. Feet inhale to a flat back. And then we'll come back to plank. And then you can either do knees, thighs, all the way to the mat. We'll inhale, lifting our heart for a cobra. And then we'll make our way back to down dog, either by all fours or rolling over our toes if you want a little more core action. And then we'll walk our feet to the top of the mat to your hands. Inhale to a flat back, open heart. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise. All the way up. Hands to the heart. Hands to the side. Arms go back up. We're going to grab the left wrist with the right hand. Pull up and over. Exhale, neutral. Exhale, hands to our side. And we're going to do another flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale to the flat back, open heart. And then our flow. We can do knees, shins, or maybe we can do knees, chin, chest up. Back bend of your choice can be cobra or it can be dog. And then with your knees or roll over your toes, back to downward facing dog. And then we'll walk our feet, or step our feet to the top of the mat. Inhale to an open heart and a flat back. Exhale. Fold deeply, knees can be bent as much as you like, and then inhale, rise. All the way up, hands to the heart, hands to the side. We're going to take a balance, a tree pose balance. So I'm going to start with my left leg as the tree trunk, and then we can start with that right heel on the left ankle, but we can also go to calf, or the thigh, or to half lotus, and then we find some stillness. And then exhale, come out of that, and do another flow. Back to the top of the mat. You can go directly to down dog if you wish to skip the flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, flat back. One of those other two flows, or we do chaturanga. Inhale. And then find our way back to our downward facing dog. And feet walk to the top of the mat, hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, rise. All the way up. Hands to the heart. We'll take that tree pose on the other side. This to my right leg. Heel to ankle. Heel to calf, heel to thigh, but never the knee. Pushing. Thigh and the foot together give us stability. Your tree pose, whatever is best for you. And then exhale. Now we're going to do some standing, dancing warrior flows. So we're not going to go down and up and down and up. We're just going to start at the top of the mat. And we're going to do warrior two flows. So our arms are going to go up, our hands are going to come to our heart. Now the left leg is going to step back, and we're going to bend into our right knee as much as we can. So that knee is over top of the foot. Our back leg is straight, toes are out, and the front hip is going forward, back hip is going back, and then we come into our archer pose. Warrior two. Flip our palms. We're going to take that right hand up and over. That left hand can go down the thigh, and can go around our back. And then exhale, we're going to bring that right forearm to our right thigh for a side angle pose. Our left arm can go up over our head. It can be at our hip or bound to that front thigh. We're trying to get that left shoulder over our right as best we can. Trying. That's what we're trying to do. Then inhale, back up wide, and then we're going to relax. Just step to the top of the mat. Stay at the top of the mat. I'm going to change what's the top of the mat for me. Inhale, arms up, hands to the heart, right leg goes back, bend into that left knee, strong straight legs, warrior two arms. Back hip is going back, the front hip is going forward. I'm going to flip our palms up, and we'll exalt our warrior. Exhale back to warrior two, and then our side angle pose. We have that. And we're just resting the arm there. We're not resting our body there. And then inhale, using our core, we're going to come back into warrior two. And we're just relax everything and come to the top of the mat. Stay at the top of the mat. My top of the mat moves a little bit. A little variation. Inhale, arms up. Hands to the heart. We find warrior two again. This time we straighten that front right leg. And we reach as far as we can with our right arm. And we come to our knee, shin, ankle, foot. Both legs are straight. Left shoulder on top of the right. This is our Trikonasana pose. And then we're going to inhale back up, keeping that leg straight. We're going to reverse our triangle. We're going to extend both legs long, and we're going to point our toes forward to a starfish pose. We're going to take our right arm. We're going to come down next to the left foot as best we can on our tiptoes. We're going to take that left arm, we're going to hug. That leg is a tree hugging pose. If you can't get down there, you can always rest your hand on your knee, just grab into your thigh. Then inhale back up into our starfish pose. Arms go up, and we're going to fold. Wide leg, standing, forward fold. Hands can be under our face, behind us, grab our toes. Just relax here. And then inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold deeply, and then rise all the way up. Hands to hearts, and we'll just step our feet together, or we can play. We're going to go do that again on the other side. Arms up, hands to the heart. Right foot goes back, bending into that left leg. We're going to be in warrior. Straighten that front leg, reach out with that front hand. We're going to find that ankle, that shin, that knee. And then we're going to work to open our heart up and get that top shoulder on top of the bottom shoulder. And then we're going to inhale ourselves up. Keep those triangle legs. Flip the palm, reverse our triangle. And then exhale, both arms wide. Starfish pose, maybe about 3 or so feet apart. Inhale, arms up. And we're going to take that back leg, that was our back leg, we're going to put our arm behind it. In my case, it's the left hand, right arm. And I'm going to try and touch, hold that right thigh with my right hand, or maybe I can hug it. All the way around and touch my heart with my right hand. And then release that pose, work our way back up into our starfish pose. Inhale, our arms are going to go up. Exhale, fold. Right leg fold. This time, you may want to clasp your hands behind your back. You can keep them in front of you. And I would be remiss if I didn't tell you that this is your chance to take a headstand. I'm going to pass. I'm going to release my hands. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. And then we're going to rise all the way up with our hands. Hands to the heart. Step together or up. Your choice. And then we're just going to come down into a seated position. Into a staff pose. I'm going to take the left leg and tuck it behind us. I'm going to take the right foot and put the foot on top of the left thigh. And then we're going to reach with our left hand on the right knee. And we're going to just twist that way, but our head is going to look out over the opposite shoulder. Now we're exhale, relax, keep the legs the way they are. And we're going to fold out over this deer antler pose. And just relax, because there's something you can just give up. Some tension in your knees. And then we'll push ourselves back up tall. Find that staff pose. And we'll switch the position of the feet, those deer antler legs. So our right foot tucks beside us as best we can. Left foot comes on top of the right thigh. And then we take our right hand to left knee. Left hand goes back. And then our head twists in the opposite direction. And exhale. We will relax. We'll come to a staff pose, top of the mat. We're going to inhale up, and we're going to fold out over those feet. Wherever our hands come, that is where they belong. And we'll just hang out here. Hang out each breath. We're going to get a little deeper. We're going to inhale ourselves up. And then we're going to come back to our backs. Now we can do that using our hands, our core, or we can try our core and fail, but that's okay. It's not very far. We're going to bring our feet up as close to our bottoms as we can, but we're going to put them on the edge of our mat. And then we're just going to windshield wiper those legs back and forth. And then the next time they're over to the right, we're just going to let gravity pull them down. We also have the option of putting the right ankle on the left knee for more of the stretch. And then we'll release that right foot if we have it up on the knee. We'll wiper our legs left and then right. And then the next time they're over to the left, we're just going to let gravity take them down. Put a little more stretch on that right hip. We're putting the left ankle on the right knee. I'm going to come back to neutral, wiper those legs back and forth. We're going to lift our feet, and we're going to go to a happy baby. So we can either grab our hamstrings, our ankles, or maybe we can get our feet with our hands. And if we can, then we want to really work that sacrum, the bottom of our spine down toward the mat. Maybe rock back and forth, left and right. Push our feet in the air. We'll release the feet. Extend them long. We'll have our feet fall open. And then our arms are going to come to our side in a manner that we can easily keep our palms face up. And then we're going to take a 5-minute savasana, our resting pose. This is actually a pose. And it's where we find stillness in both our mind and our body. Reflect on our movements. And we do something that's very difficult for most of us. Quiet. Continuing savasana, for us, teaching the class, we're going to come back up and find our way to a simple seat at the top of the mat. Rolling to one side is a good way to get there. And we'll end our practice as we began. Head over heart, heart over hips. Inhale our arms up Bring our hands to our heart. I want to thank you for practicing yoga today, and I hope you find a chance to practice it again very soon. Namaste. The goodness in me sees the goodness in you. Thank you.